Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So, going into the close of the week here, it has been chaotic. We are fighting with this zone here. We're seeing it on all the indexes at the moment, well, indexes that I'm watching, and this is always an indication of one of two things. We are gathering ourselves for a punch down, or we are gathering ourselves for a punch up. So it's always a 50-50 call when this kind of thing starts happening. If you look at the weekly, you can see the area that we're in. There was a lot of, you see back here, what was this, 2019 was an area of resistance, and we were battling with this area. Then we broke through, we failed to defend it, we broke up, we tried to defend, we defended there, we failed, broke up again, did not come back and test this area. And we also had a breakaway gap here as well. So at this stage, we've got a confirmation of a trend reversal on the weekly. We have a flat bottom triangle here. So that's your bottom, draw a line on the top, it's your diagonal for the triangle. So yeah, a break of this area is going to be very violent. So it goes to explain why we have a lot of defense happening here. And you can see its defense by green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down, total confusion. So if we just start drilling down through the time frames, we have a bit of a diamond forming as well. Draw a line along the bottom, draw a line along there, and sort of pick that up and that down. That gives you diamond formation with diversions, I might add. So you can see low to high, low to low. So diamond patterns are kind of like a range, but I don't really find them playing out that well that often. But it's important to realize what's going on, and it's basically what's happening is you've got the people trying to move. It sort of starts off as a megaphone. So in other words, they're really trying to, bears are trying to sell fast, bulls are trying to get in a little bit lower, push it higher, and it continues. But then it starts shrinking as people realize that that's not working, so it starts consolidating. And normally happens after a big move, one way or another, but never really a guarantee. Not quite like a flag or a range where the breakout is more structured. It's just kind of like more a triangle because you'll break and you'll come back and test this area, basically. Anyway, so not paying too much attention to that. This diversions I'm paying a lot of attention to, and this zone I'm paying even more attention to because it is a weekly area of support. So with all of that noise in our heads, let's have a look at what happened yesterday. Big up, big down, and then sideways. So I would be paying attention to this area. It has not been successfully tested. It was rejected here, but then we've drifted higher. So I'd be paying attention to this area. That's 12,589, and then I'm also paying attention to 12,500 or 12,507. Those are the two zones we need to pay attention to. Bear in mind again, they are weekly levels, so don't just assume that price is going to drop through them that easily. If you look at the 15-minute, we're all over the place. Above and below the moving averages, not conducive to decent entries. So you need to be patient and wait for something. I think if we get above here and you start finding support at 12,589, you possibly got a move up to the next zone, and that's going to be up here to 12,662. I don't see us dropping below this low today. There is not that much noise that'll come out that may drive this market down, but you never know. But at the moment, I think we're probably just going to range today. So probably more of the same of yesterday, even if it's just along the level here, and then when the US opens, bounce around and then sort of settle in. But that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. I really don't want to be chasing shorts at the moment. Not when we at the close of the week and we're at weekly levels like this. They are either going to be defended or they're going to be attacked, and you don't have no indication of which one it is. So I don't really have the mental capacity to sit and battle through something like that. It's just going to frustrate me completely, not being able to get moving. So that is a more than likely sideways picture that you're seeing. Now we do have the diversion that you need to pay attention to, but that would only come into play when we break above this high of Thursday. Break above that high of Thursday, changes the picture, but that would also break the moving averages. So for now, the trend is down. We should be looking for opportunities to short. This 15-minute level I gave you here is, if I just fine tune it onto the hour, which is right up here, see there. See, we tried to stay above it on yesterday, but this rejection is not that clean. And if I come back to the 15 minute, you'll see what I mean. So no real decent rejection here. But that also leads me to believe that that could very well be tested again, 12,685, and it would be a decent area for a short early in the morning. I think late in the session I wouldn't be interested in that because as we all know, what happens on a Friday is people are taking profit. People are not really getting in to position themselves for the following week. So I'd be very cautious there. Anyway, you're reading between the lines. I am confused, and pretty much when that happens, I think I'll just sit on the sides and wait for better structure, because you might as well just toss a coin here, and you probably have the same success as trying to pick a level right now. Anyway, hope that helps, and we will catch up with you on Monday morning. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers for now.